A very good morning again. I wish to let you know. Yeah, thanks for coming. Today we will look at training, and we look into the application of business management. Okay, and I will go through one after another the main processes and how we can relate it to the organization function. Okay. So my name is Dr. Ganesh. I've been doing training as well as teaching for almost more than 20 over years, and I've also done a couple of research and all those things. And we will look into the management process. My area of looking into management process is more towards the practical nature, how you can bring the situation of what you face in your company, and you go through the planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Alright. So in that particular process, what we need to understand is we play an important role. Okay, whether we are a manager, we are an assistant manager or an operation manager, whatever position we have in an organization, we are there to look at how we can increase profitability for a particular company. Alright, so we have two things to look at. One is the working system of the organization, the other one is with the customer, because these are the people who are going to buy our product or going to buy our service. Okay, so in that particular situation, let's go on a little bit further to focus. Okay, to focus on the short or rather a situation. We can look at, we call it as icebreaker, for you to go into the managerial functions. Okay, so I want you to understand, before we go into that, yeah, I want you to understand, after this particular training, we will look at, or you will be able to understand the concept, the business concept, particularly looking into the planning, organizing, leading and controlling, then other function. Also, we will go into the application called Kahoot and to recap, to understand, what we have learned and all those things. Okay, so the first thing, I just want to give you a few things for you to what do you call refresh, yeah, in your from your working area and all those things. So I will write down. Before that, I just want to give you this few empty sheets. Maybe you can have this and write those things which I'm going to let you know or write on the board. Yeah? Alright, so okay, so first I just want to give you this word. Yeah. What? So the first part, we need to understand what comes to your mind when you hear business. Can you write down on your white sheet of paper which I gave you, what do you think business is? When this is mentioned, yeah, anywhere, just to understand, just to find out or just to capture what you mean of this. What do you think? Then after that, you put one here. Okay, you put one here. Then the second one is manager. So when these two words are mentioned, what comes into your mind? So first word is business. What comes into your mind? Just write down. You put business, then below that put 1, 2, 3. What comes into your mind? Then after that you put manager. Then you write down what comes into your mind. It can be anything. You take your time. You look at things. You see what you have come across. You see what happens in your company. In your company there are various departments. Yeah. How people work. All these things you try to bring forward and try to list down what. When it says business, what comes to your mind? When it says manager, what comes to your mind? Write down. You can write down. Just whatever comes in your mind. Whatever comes in your mind. Because this we want to trigger to what extent we understand business. We know it is very broad. Yeah. Okay. Okay, if you have gone through or you have experienced some things, all right. When you write something, yeah, it is very important what comes from your mind. Then we can find out or we can realize later, okay, how much we know, okay, from our own self. Then after that, we can apply those things. All right. So, what do you think about this? What has come to you?
Brainstorming for materials of a mind idea.
Sorry.
Brainstorming for the materials of a mind idea.
Okay.
And
so in a very broad manner, you are given.
To create a plan and serving principles.
Okay. So besides that.
This is for business.
Business. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else for business? Do you have anything?
Business is endless, not enough to satisfy the objective.
Okay. So there are a lot of things we can come up with. What is business? Because it is an organization, all right? We can look into giving opportunity for people to work and all those things. Okay. But what is this? Yeah.
Supporting resources for the plan, organizing, connecting with agencies, and arranging with employee and customer feedbacks or participation.
Okay. So the total thing.
Yeah, you can mix them to become business manager.
Okay. But manager as a whole.
So specific manager means who actually manage everything.
Okay.
So it can be particularly organization he can manage.
Okay.
He has responsibility to
Okay.
manage.
Right.
He is doing it is about the responsibility to run the business or
Okay.
for everyone who manage everything.
Okay.
Specific.
Alright, good. So in this situation, we can come up to this particular point. POLC. Planning, organizing, then
Leading,
leading
controlling.
and controlling. Okay. So now we have this. Alright, so I want you to write down this. Yeah. I want you to write down this: planning, organizing, leading and controlling with your own group, okay, with your own company situation, and try to discuss what are the main components of planning among yourself. So now we understand these things already to a certain extent, alright? So now we are going into, just now you have mentioned talking about manager looking into planning, organizing the entire work and all those things, right? So now we're going further into these three things, these four things, right? So can you write down planning, organizing, leading and controlling, alright? And bring your company situation. You have what you call the company which runs the taxi service and all those things, right? So in that particular manner, how you can apply planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Like in your case, you have what you call tourist agencies. So how you can look at planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Alright. So try to discuss. We take some time. Alright. We take some time to understand this. Then how you relate it. Okay. Then after that we will bring out the main points. Okay. We will bring out the main points. So try to discuss among yourself. Yeah. Try to discuss. So we are going to the second part now on this thing. So how you can relate planning to the work you have done, how you can relate organizing to the work you are doing, right? The company, service and all those things, alright? The leading part as well as the controlling, alright? So you will have, try to associate with whatever things you've been working. Right? Then you can relate those things. Okay? Then you can share ideas among yourself. What best you want to put later when you want to do discussion. After doing discussion, when you're doing short, information giving, then you can bring out what exactly you want to talk about in the planning based on your company, work. All those things. Okay. So we take about few minutes, to look at those things. You can discuss. You're supposed to discuss together, and bring out the main things. You can use your own company. Yeah, you can use your own company and Can manage?
Yeah.
You can ask also how planning took place when you were doing the what you call company problem. When you wanted to manage what you call the customer situation. All right. So how planning took place, how organizing took place. Okay, what are the main things organizing supposed to be involved. All right. So those are the things you can relate later. Alright. Then leading, how many different people was there in the company? Was there only one manager, or was there various departments together? So everyone had their role to motivate, to give direction for the particular situation you are faced with. Alright. So those things as well. Then how you manage the controlling part, what is the main performance, how you can overcome or how things took place to overcome. All right, so then things becomes easier for you. If you relate the particular situation of yours in the company. All right, then you bring out this particular discussion together. Because end of the day, we trying to manage the entire business, correct? And there could be various types of problems. There could be internal problem, there could be external. The main thing is external customer difficulties and all those things we need to manage well. Because that is the only part which can keep the organization in a higher level of survival rate, because business need to look into profitability. So we need to know how we can apply planning, organizing, leading and controlling in the organization, as well as when we have problem, faced with the particular business, how we manage. Right? So those are the things you can explore. Okay? Any things you want to discuss? You have come up with already? Okay.
Just managing more.
Okay. How you are looking at planning based on the situation of your company, on the taxi service, how you need to relate.
For our e-hailing service, in our research, the e-hailing services main problem is the high ride fare, then frequency in the driver cancellation, these kind of things.
So
we are
when you're
planning,
looking into that manner, how planning comes in?
it's like first identify the issue like high ride fare cancellation and low availability of the drivers. So after that, we can plan the solutions such as feedback system, student promotions, and better driver allocation.
Okay. So the managerial level of how you can, focus and organize and overcome the particular problem.
Yeah. And for organizing, we can assign the task to the IT department, operation HR department, marketing teams with a clear timeline and resource allocation.
Okay. So how you going to do that? For what you want to look at the resource allocation to overcome what problem?
Main problem is the driver cancellation. Driver and in between the customer there is not proper communication, or that we can solve with proper IT help or the app service, better app service.
Okay. So try to explore some more further.
And for
Yeah, try to gather more information, then later we discuss.
Yeah.
Yeah, we discuss.
Yeah. You are okay? We can discuss. Okay, how you are going to start? What are the main things? How you can relate this? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling for your own what you call the situation in your company. How you can look at? Yeah. You want to start?
For tourism industry, planning refers to the deciding in advance what is to be done. Deciding in advance what is to be done. Firstly, we need to identify the objective of the organization,
Okay.
and then we may go for various activities such as how can I manage the tourist. What type of facilities should be provided to tourists to attract and visit.
So now what is the problem in the company? What is the tourist expectation? Do you have any information of what they are expecting? From there, then we can plan further, you know. So all those things you can look at, you see. So then how you going to organize, right? So organizing takes various process, right? So then how you going to make these people in the company work, you know, for that particular objective which you mentioned. Continue.
Organizing is process of arranging and as well as assigning work for an employee, and this can help to work with a decision segmentation. What type of employee are involved with which type of activities. And in fact, this is the whole processing of assigning job part by part, so that employee can perform their activities efficiently.
Okay.
This also lead to a motivating process to the employee. And leading is the process of directing and motivating also. The manager can play role to provide some motivating tools as a rewarding special package for an employee.
So let's share with this. Do you have any?
We can improve the service quality for tourists by focusing on enhancing staff skills,
Okay, now where you are looking at?
through training and
Where are you looking at?
organizing.
Organizing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And skills, like developing the skills,
okay,
the language.
okay, okay. Anything else you have?
Learning, you should focus on the goal.
Okay,
The goal of the
okay. The same thing which you mentioned just now, relating to the goal, huh? Okay. So the other this group, how you are looking at the organizing and planning, organizing, leading and controlling. What comes to you? What are the keywords you think will lead to business survival, for example, or business profitability? How you can relate to your business? If let's say you have this business, what you call taxi service, correct? So how you
So
look
for
into
the
this?
leading,
Yeah, planning.
so planning already Sadia mentioned. If I just choose the planning, so this is
What type of planning? Just now you mentioned about the planning.
she mentioned about the key issues.
Okay.
What we are facing actually.
Okay,
What
okay.
student facing or something like that. And also the
The business you are facing.
yeah, and also high fares. This
Okay.
is the actual.
So how now you can link it to organizing, or how you going to measure, the controlling part?
If it is the organizing part, then we can actually manage. Take the responsibility for all employee or organizing like different departments who actually facing the same issue, or it can be the right fare, it can be the cancellation, it can be the peak hours. So this is actually for the
So that
different
means
department.
what you are trying to tell, you try to allocate people how to monitor,
Yeah.
people from various departments, make them monitor what are the problems faced by customers,
Yeah.
and from there you can come up with a particular solution.
Yeah, in leading part, we can train people, the driver basically, or to not to face the problem more, or they can be trained how to reduce the cancellation and maintaining the more driver in the peak hours with proper fare, and also the IT department how they can manage the whole app thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that can be the leading
Okay,
part.
good. So you have a fair bit of idea how planning, organizing, leading and controlling, right? So with that, we will go little bit into Kahoot and answer a few questions and understand, how it works. Okay? So you need to log in, go to your, go to Google and log in to Kahoot. Okay, you will come to this page. You will go to Kahoot application. Yeah. Alright, so go to Kahoot. Then we make it little bit interesting to answer with the what you call application of the main parts of what you call planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Okay. All right. So now it's loading. Okay. The pin will come. Okay. So this is the pin. You can either put in the pin, or you can scan this.
In this side.
We will answer or we will look at few questions. So participants, you can give you can put your name, then it will appear here. You just put the pin, or you snap this QR code. Can you go in?
Gate pen.
You put your name. Yes, enter. Put the game pin. Okay. Put the pin. That number. 42781. Okay. Okay. Who is there? Hassan is there. Farhan, Sumaya is there. Someone? You put your. Put in your name.
Scan.
Someone? Can go in? You got it already? Okay. Got it? Okay. So, no, this, y'all have not come in yet. Come in? Can you go in? Okay. Okay. Someone? You both of you? Can go in already?
Yes.
Can manage?
Already login.
Hassan?
Yes. Yes.
You are? Okay. So it's only you now? Can?
Quiz.
Okay, now what I will do, I will start off within few seconds, right? The questions will come, then you need to answer from your mobile. Okay? So we will try few. Okay? Alright. So let's start. Okay, you read this, then what is your answer?
Where should I put that?
You just click here, true or false. Faster, it's finishing.
Where is the question?
Okay, 5 people has answered.
I didn't see the question.
Question is here.
I didn't see it.
You see the question, you answer. Okay, let's go to second one. Okay, you see?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Sadia.
this point. Okay?
First.
Alright, so let's go to the next. Okay, you have 30, you have, okay. Alright.
20 second.
20
18.
seconds. Huh?
No is no. False.
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 Wow.
Okay, so let's see what happens. Huh?
Oh.
Oh, Hassan has now already. Okay. Alright, so second one is Abdul. Okay, let's go to the third one. Just to give us some energy, understanding, some excitement. Maybe it's true. Okay. Okay. Alright, so
Again.
let's
4-4. Wow, balance.
do.
Again.
Okay. Okay, now
Oh.
Sumaya is leading, now Sumaya is leading. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the second, continue. Huh? Okay. Skills needed to perform specialized tasks are called.
Technical skills.
I can see mine is not.
True.
Oh, almost everyone. Oh, everyone did that. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Sumaya is still leading.
Ooh, good.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, let's go on.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Okay, one moment. Sumaya is still leading. Okay, hand is now coming up. Any minute now. Okay. All right. So let's do another few, couple of. Then we will go into our what do you call other sections. Just to capture some understanding, yeah. Just to capture some understanding. Okay, so let's see. Sumaya is still leading. Okay, Sumaya is a little bit further already now.
কি করতেছেন আপনার তাতে
Okay, organizational analysis involves scanning the environment and threats and opportunities.
True.
Who's that one person?
So who is that one person?
Okay, Sumaya has position already. Okay,
Nizu.
Nizu is now coming in already. Nizu is Nias, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are rushing, huh? Okay. I'm sure you have this type of plan in your organization, right? I'm sure you have this type of plan. So, what do you think? Okay.
False till then. So it's.
Oh, no change, huh? Okay.
Because the answer is false.
Okay, I think this the last one we will do. Then after that we will continue this data. Because no, we finished another one. Yeah, contingency. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let's do another one. Last one. Okay. Okay, I don't, now let's see whether there is any change. I doubt it. Oh, okay, there are some numbers. I think no change, right?
Yeah, got changed.
Okay, Sumaya is still reading. Okay. Alright, so we will stop this here, then we will continue later. Okay? So we will look into, the progression. Okay? I hope you all know each other, correct? You all know each other. Yeah, you know what is your level of position in the organization and all those things, right? So let's go to another point. and explore a little bit. Yeah, the second part, what you need to look at. Okay, so can you look at this? Can you look at this? Okay, I give you about 2 minutes. Okay, about 2 minutes before we go into our actual session. You look into this. All right. Try to observe. I will give you few empty sheets. Okay. Okay, so what you need to write, what you need to do, you need to write. Yeah, you need to list down what you see here from this picture. Okay?
Right?
Yeah, list down. You will have yeah? Oh, you have already. Okay. No, you can. You have pens, huh? Okay. So, how you going to see this picture? You need to understand this. Huh? How you going to see this picture? How you observe it?
Should we say that?
Yeah, list down. How you are looking into this.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let's take about 2 minutes or so, or a little bit more than that. Okay? So you list down. You list down these things. Now we have list down. Okay, how many people has got more points? How many people has got 5? How many people has got 6? You see, in business, right, we need to understand few things. Yeah, before we go into the training part, we need to understand how manager need to be alert. Okay, to what extent? You see. What we need to realize here, we also need to think about what is this? Yeah? What are the things which we face in the environment it is also important. Okay? So those are the things. So this picture gives us information of how much focus we can look at. Yeah, how much focus we can look at. Alright, and to what extent you see something different compared to another. So maybe you want to share what you have seen just now. Do you think you agree with what he sees?
Okay.
Do you think you agree?
Yeah.
To what extent he see the picture?
Yeah, the other thing he said already I agree because there is another thing like there is a curtain and kind of bottle and another thing is there's a two type of shape here.
Yeah. Okay. So what we are looking at here, we need to come to an understanding that there will be different views. customer will have different views. Every problem in the organization, whether it is coming from the employee or whether it is coming from the consumers, people see it in a different manner. Okay? So you need to understand this particular part, to what extent the problem can arise from. Okay? So when we can see clearly, and we can point out what are the things could be there, or is there a possibility where we can take out, okay, or is there a chance of changing? Is it an internal problem or is it an external problem? Okay, is it affecting what you call the factors of productions or not? Okay, factors of production, there are 4 different or 5 different main points. One of it is labor, the other one is finance and all those things, right? So we need to understand those things. Okay. So this becomes important for you to understand, and you need to come out little bit from the daily life, of doing operating or doing decision, but we need to see things in a different manner before we try to do any decision making. Okay, so that is what we need to understand. All right. So is there anything else you want to come out from this picture, or do you think there is something else? We have forgot to see what they were wearing.
The hat.
Hat. Yeah.
Because the left side person is holding something on his
Yeah.
head.
Is the lady coming out from the door or from a place? What is this
Yeah,
shape?
it's like
Coming
a
out
door
from
and
door.
there
What
is
is this
It's
shape?
like a window.
door and
Door,
there is
door.
some stairs.
Is it door? When you see that, the arch shape, what you can remember?
That's the
It's look like window, but it
Yeah,
but
if
she
you
is
are,
actually stand
if
here.
you want to buy something, if you are little bit hungry and all those things, do you think this arch can tell you something?
Yeah, that's right. Structure.
Normally, in so many places, we see archway.
Church.
Church, yeah. Then we go for this burger, right? Have you seen? Have you seen McDonald's?
Yeah.
They have big arch. Lot of people, when they see the arch type, they remember McDonald's.
But it's like and
Yeah, it is one. This is only one portion of it.
oh.
Oh.
You understand? So we need to find out what people will think of, how people can see. Yeah. So it is not just because with our own perception. We need to think about how customers see as well. Okay. So this is what we need to look at. Okay. Now we have this down, and you have got to know a little bit on those areas of concentration, how managers should be focused with and all those things. When you do decision making, when you have any problem, when you do decision making, you must have the holistic idea. Okay? What is the internal factors, what are the external factors, facing a particular business. Okay, having said that, let's go into this particular part. Let's look into this portion. Alright. No matter what we do in any organization, okay, in any organization, business management is important. Okay? When you do a particular type of business, can be any business, alright? Can be any business, but you need to know how to manage it. So, any problem or any situation can happen in various areas, alright? One of it, most importantly, is the consumer. Alright? Because of this consumer, the business stays in the industry. So we need to understand the basic information of how we can manage our business. Two things happens. One, we concentrate on the business, taking or having good understanding what are the needs and wants of the consumers. The other one is looking into how we can manage that particular situation or any other situation with the company. Alright? So business management looks into those things. So later when you have a particular problem, arising from anything, maybe consumer thinking about or they have mentioned about problem of promotion, not enough promotion of the business for any particular product of yours. So we know what to look at and how consumers see. Alright? So that is why we need to understand this particular point. Okay? Alright. So let's go on a little bit further to look at who are managers. Alright? So who are the good managers? Okay? Who are good managers? Responsible for business performance, correct? So good managers normally look at how they can overcome problem, how they can make decision. So what is this business goal we need to look at? What is business goal? Maybe you can, before we go further, let me just go a little bit, and why not you take down this? Okay, what might a goal be? How might management measure performance? Can you write down in the piece of paper just now which I gave you? Then you will have some understanding later when towards the end we can come back again to look at this particular part as well. Okay, first you write down what might a goal be. Okay, then how might management measure performance? Okay, if performance does not match with the standard, how could management adjust performance? Okay, then how should management decide whether or not standard were appropriate? Okay, this is very common. Organization will manage their business based on certain level of standards. Let's say you manufacture a particular product, you have service, you will need to tell that what is your service standard. What is this, what you call ISO requirements you are fulfilling for manufacturing and all those things. Okay, so this is very important for us to realize. So later we will go towards this once we finish our what you call the session on the business management. Okay, so you look at these things, right? Then keep an eye to what extent we're going to touch on various areas as well later. Okay, then you can formulate. Okay, end of the day, what we're going to look at is how we can do business management decision making. All right, doesn't matter of any type of industry, any organization. So how are we going to apply this? Okay, so let's go on to understand further on the manager. Okay. Okay. All right. So we are back here. Two things need to fulfill: effective and efficient. So you need to do the right thing, yeah, you need to do the things right as well. You see, the main thing is what we're going to look at when we work in a particular organization, what we're going to look at, how we can achieve the goal. So the main goal in organization is what? Profit. So if we have any sort of problem or complaint or any situation comes to us telling that our product has got defect or the customer buys our product, then they return back. The high level of return means telling what? Customers are dissatisfied. They have difficulty. That means we have some problem. Okay? So the problem could have come up from various areas. Okay? Either the manufacturing or the resources you have bought, to manufacture is not good enough, or we are not fulfilling customers' expectation. Yeah. So because of that, there are situations can come up here. So end of the day, whether we are going to achieve the goal, yeah, effective means goal achievement. Alright? Efficient means to what extent you can lower the cost. But here, when you lower the cost, you are not going to compromise on the quality. Alright? So you're going to do better. Unnecessary things which are duplicated, for example, in the organization, we're going to minimize. Alright? So, but fulfilling customer needs and wants is very different. Alright? So we need to keep up to that particular level. So they are accountable to all key stakeholders. Okay? Who are these stakeholders? Stakeholders are different from shareholders. Shareholders are part of stakeholders. Stakeholders are everyone. So when you have this problem, when you come up telling that you have some taxi service and all those things, right?
Customer service.
Yeah, customer service. If you are doing service business, taxi service and all, and you see the customer have got a problem. So we are looking into only one part of the stakeholders. Okay? So we need to look at everything. Alright? We need to look at the media people. We need to look at everyone who will be part of our business. Okay? So that is very important. So any point of time, we need to look at the whole stakeholders. Okay? They can be investors, they can be shareholder, competitor, employees in the organization, prospective customers, financial institution, media people.
Beneficiary also.
Yeah, so many different people that falls into those things. So if we want to manage everything well, we need to go into the holistic. Alright, so that is what. So we need to analyze various aspects. Yeah, that's why earlier I mentioned talking about environment. What is environment? Factors affecting the business. Okay, so some factors can control. Some factors we cannot control, we can only manage. So what we need to understand is to what extent to what extent the internal factors. Internal factors means we can manage it or we can control. External factors we cannot. We need to only look at how we can go in line, and let's say for example the government has imposed various types of taxi fares which need to be standardized. Okay, and the trip need to be looked at in certain distance. You cannot charge more fare if you are going for a short distance or something like that. If government has come up to this type of regulation, then It is external environment. So if you are doing a particular business on that particular type of taxi service, so you need to go in line with that. So we need to understand when we come to a situation to do decision making, we need to look at the various aspects, the various aspects of environmental factors together with what are the strengths and weaknesses we have. Okay, then only we can make decision making. Okay, so these are the few things. So once we have assessed all those things, then we can plan. Yeah, we can plan the whole part. Yeah, then we can look into the tactical plan as well. Okay, so we need to understand how we can plan all those things. Okay, let's go a little bit further to focus. Yeah. Okay, so these are the four main things. Yeah, organization, management need to focus. In any organization, there will be planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Alright? So most of the time we need to plan, to set goals, right? So when we have a situation, when we have a particular problem, yeah, we need to know how we're going to plan. Alright? So when you do a study, let's say consumer not satisfied, for example, in your business, for example, you have taxi or rather taxi service or any other business, right? So we need to set. Yeah. So before these things taking place, we need to understand there are something else as well. Our customer. We need to look at the customer. We need to look at various types of areas in our product or our service. Yeah, together for us to do the planning. Then only we can set. Okay. So POLC is very, very important. Then we need to organize. So here we need to understand, right, when we plan what we are planning, what is the main problem we want to overcome. Okay, is this an internal problem, the organization itself, or is that relevant to the customer, external? Alright, so we need to understand everything takes place in one organization, we need to realize. Okay, so then we need to plan appropriately. Alright, so that is what we need to look at. Then we need to organize. The very important organization is, we call it is organized because it has got organization chart. Okay, where there is CEO, there is manager, director, and workers and all. Hierarchy. Yeah, hierarchy, management hierarchy. So then we know that it is structure, but we need to know for any problem we need to still organize. Okay, so the main thing when we start to organize, the managers, the department managers plays an important role for any situation. Like for example, marketing situation, right? You have customer problem. So it directly comes to the marketing department. So marketing department managers plays a serious role, yeah, how they can structure. Alright? So we need to understand later together with this. Then we need to go into guide and motivate. So we need to lead our people, correct? Because there is one term called internal marketing, alright? How you can convince your employees, how you can motivate them, and how you can serve the customer, alright? So for that, manager must know how to lead, alright? So the leadership is very important. So for example, when you have the situation just now, of customer complaints and the service is not appropriate, for example, and whatnot, right? So, what happens here, how they can overcome that? That is customer problem, correct? We automatically, when our business evolves with that particular customer, it becomes our problem. Alright? So how are we going to motivate our staff? How are we going to change? So is this leadership need to be looked at in a very different manner to support our employees to accept there is a problem, then to structure the leadership manner in a manner where employee will be motivated to serve better the customer or any other people. Like for example, if you have business and you have retailers as well, like for example, taxi drivers are separate private people, for example, yeah, but they are given license to carry your name, carry your business name, for that, or they directly work under your organization, for example. Okay, so what type of training is important? Because these drivers will be part of your employees, correct? So how are you going to do? How are you going to motivate them? So now, if the driver is, if, for example, if you are running taxi service and the driver is employed under your company, so how are you going to motivate this driver? What are the motivation level required? Okay, so these are the few things. Then, how are you going to monitor? How are you going to monitor the performance? Yeah, how are you going to look at to what extent you can increase, yeah, this performance so much so that we can achieve better results. Okay, so this is what we need to look at. So we will go through one after another. Okay, so what is planning? Determining the firm's goal, developing strategy for achieving goal, designing, yeah, tactical and operational plan, yeah, and implementing the strategy. So whenever there is a particular problem, when you see that you need to overcome serious situation, we need to start planning. Alright? So we need to develop. Strategy means what? Strategy means method. How we going to overcome the challenges. Okay? So that is what we need to look at. So how we going to look at operational plan? Yeah? So there are organization hierarchy, correct? So every level has got their own strategic thinking or strategic application. Alright? So we need to understand, yeah, what are the strategies are done by the top managers, what are the strategies done by middle managers, what are the strategies done by the operational people. So for the taxi driver, for example, I'm using this particular service, taxi service. So when we are looking into the taxi driver, so we need to look at how we can look into the operational plan. Alright? But to make sure the operational plan works well, we need to strategize what are the motivation we're going to give for this particular employee level. Alright? But the basic understanding to achieve our goal is to overcome customer problem. Okay? So we have, let's say for example, we have identified customers are totally dissatisfied, they are switching over to another company. So how are we going to strategize every part of our strategy? Okay, every part of our strategy. So this is what we need to do, or you need to look at and analyze and do decision making. And you need to propose to the senior management to approve certain type of plan Because every plan in this way, if there is customer problems or anything, we require big budget. We require big budget. Maybe we want to increase the employees' benefits. Okay, maybe we want to increase employees' allowance, for example. Okay, maybe we want to have another scheme for what you call loyal customers, for example, to make sure that they stay with the business. Alright, so additional what you call the fund or budget required. So when we do decision making, before that you need to present the problem. Alright, then you must look into how we're going to plan. So when you see, when you go into a decision making, what you call meeting, right? You need to have everything planned out. Then only you must put in your suggestion. You cannot just go there and ask people what should we do. Okay? Before we go into the director's decision making, what we need to have a better planning process. Okay? Then we need to look at, we need to look at organizing, what you have done. Alright? Arranging resources, active. Remember, when you want to do decision making for any problem, if you want to present something, can we go with the problem? Or what we can do?
See, from broader perspectives, everything.
Yes.
Gather them, analyze them.
Okay.
Get the results by evaluation.
Okay.
Then make a decision.
Then make a decision. But what the senior management requires, when we in a position that we want to propose something, we don't normally bring the problem as a whole, like a problem not yet exercised yet. We understand there is a problem, we analyze the problem, we have taken the various planning, we have organized, then we put forward to the management. This is how we can overcome. Alright? So just remember, even though when we are organizing certain things, right, these senior managers, when we go into decision making meeting, they don't want problem, they want answers, they want solution. Alright, so how are we going to give solution? So let's say, for example, you have a problem on for example, going back again to this case, taxi service and all those things. You must tell what type of the problem is faced, and which are the problems are very crucial, and which are the ones require more planning and decision making, and how much of budget, and how you can show proof that this can overcome the problem. And what is the timeline you're going to take? Because remember, you cannot change customer very fast. Okay? Are you going to tell that you're going to have a promotional scheme or some motivational scheme for the drivers for the next 6 months? So you need to put those things in place. Alright, so that is what we need to arrange resources, activities, so prepare various things. So the simple thing is, understand and report and all those things. This is the general part in organization. We have organization chart. We need to understand the role. We need to look at the reporting relationship. Because why? Everyone, even though we have customer problems, but organization cannot systematically work with the marketing department. So the entire organization need to work. Alright, so that's why when we look into decision making, when we go into a meeting, various department comes in. One of it is marketing. Then what else?
Finance.
Finance, absolutely right, because they are the one who decision making. Then the other one, who controls the people?
HR?
HR, yeah, because we need to. So, like for example, the taxi service. So we definitely need to bring these drivers inside, yeah, to get some understanding and all those things. Then after that, we need to propose. All right. So we need to look at this particular file. So any problem for the matter, we need to look into all those things. Okay. All right. So let's go a little bit further. Okay. Leading. All right. So guiding, motivating employee to meet organization objective. So our main objective, let's say we go into the particular situation right just now. Yeah, this example of people, the customers are not satisfied. Maybe we want to overcome. Yeah, so this is the primary objective. So when you have one primary objective, you want to fulfill this. So you need to know that the people working in the organization becomes the main person. Okay, that's why most of the organization now they look into internal marketing. So how we want to motivate them? Yeah, how we going to create, tell them that this is the best option the organization can give to increase the well-being of the employee. Then making sure that the employee can contribute and increase customer
Satisfaction.
Alright? So when you have a problem in that way, so customer is the key point, but where we are touching? We are touching the employee. We cannot just touch the customer. Customer is telling that there is for example, going back again, the service, there is a problem. For example, if there is a service problem, who is delivering the service? Is the employee, right? Who works or representing one particular organization. So we get the problem from the customer, but we overcome the problem with the
Employees.
Alright? Then the employee looks in a different way of managing the customer. Alright? So that is what we need to understand. Alright? So let's go on a little bit further. Yeah? So once this has been done, alright, then we need to look at monitoring. Alright? So once we have laid down the strategy and all those things, right? So we need to understand, as a manager, you all need to look into how we can achieve performance. So end of the day now, going back again to the this particular service, yeah, we have two things to look at. Because why? The taxi service we provide, for example, if this is the taxi service, we have employees working, recording the taxi driver's time and all those things, picking up the car from the office and going to work, and how much of time they are actually serving the customer. Alright? One point. Then the other point we need to look at is whether the customer is actually given the fair chance of whatever amount they paid for the particular service are given or not. Alright? So this type of business, they look into a broad area of two things. One is how they monitor the performance from whatever system they have, alright, or employees, together with the drivers. Okay, so that is what you need to look at. Alright, so if you have certain type of information, the customer is very highly telling that they are totally dissatisfied. Yeah, okay, and you know that they can be this dissatisfaction can be reduced if we can use certain type of motivation to our employees. But we need to know when we give the rewards, right, we need to also monitor their performance.
Monitor is the control.
Yes. Okay. So we need to look at the control process. Okay. So we need to understand monitoring firm's performance to make sure that meeting its goal. Alright. So to what extent it will take some time. It will take some time when we want to monitor. We cannot just monitor 2 months time or 3 months time or something like that. It takes, an organization, they look into 4 quarters. They divide into 4 quarters. Okay, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter,
In a year.
Alright, so then we can understand, because when you get the budget, right, when you want to improve something, when you get the budget, periodically they will ask for reports and all those things. Then you also need to continuously see whether there is improvement on the customer response, whether there is improvements on the increase of customers, for example. Okay, and then there is an improvement. Is there an improvement of employee motivation, for example? Okay, how we can look at whether the employee is motivated or not? Performance, whether he is coming at the right time.
Customer feedbacks.
Yeah, customer feedback. Yeah, whether he is delivering his duties in order. Alright, whether he is not unnecessarily wasting time. In a day, let's say for example, he is supposed to have 5 long drives. Alright, whether this has been fulfilled appropriately or not. Okay. So we need to understand, yeah. So it is very important how we can reward them, okay. But the reward must be appropriate, based on performance. All right. So when you have rewards based on performance, then what happens? Every employee will know that if they work in this order, they will get these things. Okay, some organization you will see very clear level of things. Like some employee will get the reward, some employee won't get the reward. Then we have some dissatisfaction. So we need to have a standardized scale and notice given to all employees. Like for example, sorry.
They become jealous.
Yeah, they become jealous of one. So, what we do, we need to have a schedule or rather a notice indicating, okay, how much work contributes to how much of reward. Okay, so if this spells out, everything will be in order. Okay, then the monitoring system becomes better. Alright, so it is not just overcoming the customer. We cannot just give or increase customer satisfaction without looking into the organization. So later, when you want to do decision making in your organization, just remember that if the problem comes from the customer, we cannot just think about the customer to overcome the problem. It could be various levels as well. One of it is the organization itself. If the organization is not well structured, then it becomes difficult. If the organization, let's say for example, high level of customers telling that, oh, there is no drivers in this particular district, for example, what could be the problem? Maybe the company doesn't have enough resources to maintain the business in that particular this area. Alright? So the company need to get the resources, or they need to get some kind of finance from the government or institution or any government grant or anything to increase. Like nowadays they have, even in Malaysia we have small business grants, a lot of government they give funds for various types of business. You know, they also look at various types of level of status in one particular categorization. Then they look into providing this type of service. So we can look into those things. So this is very, very important. Okay, the four main things plays an important point. Okay, so this becomes a key point for us to understand. All right. So generally we need to look at, if we establish standard, employee performance, for example, what are the expectations need to be looked at. Like for example, this example we have been using, you know, taxi and all those things. Then measure the performance. Okay. Then if there is a standard, then we look into if they fall into current activities. Otherwise, we change the standard. All right. So how are we going to modify these employee performance standards which can contribute to customer satisfaction? All right. So we need to understand this particular part. All right. So when you have this, right, then we know various things can be applied. Okay, various things can be applied. All right. So those are the few things we need to look at. All right. So what we can do, we can pause for a while here. All right. So we will go to the next part. Okay. I want you to take out or list out what are the problems you have faced in your company or other in your problem earlier when you have done a particular study on customer satisfaction. What are the problems? Then, okay, what are the things, skills can be looked at, yeah, to manage this type of problem. So remember, manager need to have various types of skills. So when you want to do decision making, we need to look into various types of skills. So then you need to realize whether to what extent this type of skills can be relevant. Okay, this type of skills are relevant. Okay, so these are the few things. Okay, now we take a little bit of time, yeah, to list down what are the situations you have come across, what are the from the various reports you have and all those things. Then we can come back again and we will handle this. All right. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at now you have this down few things already. Okay. How we can apply. Okay, when let's say for example, going back to the previous example, let's say one point of problem you are seeing is the fare, the taxi fare, for example. Okay, to understand the taxi fare, what type of skills you require as an employee in the organization, because you are liaising with the customer as well. And you are also talking to the drivers. So do you think you need to know the technical part?
Yes, then
Do you
time
think you
time
need to also understand how we work with the company people?
human
Right?
relation, yes.
Then do you think we need to also look at the decision
Decision
making?
skills.
Yeah, because you must be very what you call practical when we talk to our employees as well as when we talk to our customers. Alright? So we need to know that we need to have certain level of ability to analyze things. Alright? So the skills management or manager's requirement is how you can adapt to or you can look into various types of skills, right? And show that you can make good decision making. Alright? You can make good decision making. So that is what you need to look at. So for each point when you come across with a particular problem, for example, right? So you need to know it is not just the problem. It is the ability of the manager or the person in charge how they overcome. Okay? How they overcome. So in order to overcome, manager need to build everything. Okay? All those things are very important. Alright? So you need to understand how we can, most importantly, right, we need to know how we can manage the time. We need to know how we can manage decision making. We need to know how we can manage the human resource or the relationship skill. Alright, so it is very important the relation, what you call human relation skills, because you need to talk to your customers, you need to talk to your employees, and you need to understand. Let's say for example, you are doing some research, some findings on the qualitative and quantitative. If you don't have this relationship, relation skill, right? Human relation skill, what will happen?
They will
The customer won't talk to you.
want to.
The customer will know that you are you are very very arrogant and
They don't get trust.
they don't have the trust in the business.
They feel fear.
Yeah, they feel fear. Okay, we need to build the human now. Generally, throughout so many places, lot of studies has mentioned that the human relation skill is lacking. You know, people don't consider the way supposed to talk to people. You know, they have very different mindset. You know, that's why a lot of people, when they go into companies and they take a particular service, they cannot perform well because their level of understanding is different. They don't have that human relation skill. The managers also have got difficulty. A lot of managers are very arrogant, alright, very forceful. They don't understand the employee situation. So the human relation skills becomes very, very important for us to understand the employees, for us to understand the customers as well. Okay? So once we have manager has got all these skills, right? The next main thing is how we're going to look at is decision making. Alright? So let's go a little bit further on what sort of decision making you need to do. Alright? So let's look into one moment, the various steps of strategy. Okay? For example, when we advise a particular organization in decision making, there will be corporate people will be there as well, correct? So higher level. So what corporate people will look at? The growth. Okay? So how you want to look into the growth strategy? What type of growth strategies are important? Okay? So we need to understand these things. Alright? So the growth strategy need to be looked at. Then the other part is the business strategy. Business strategy are the management strategy or the departmental strategies. Like for example, marketing. What type of strategy they need to look at? focus improving company's competitive position. So what is this competitive position? To keep the customer. Alright, to keep the customer. Alright, most of the organization would want to know what is the sales between the last quarter compared to this quarter, or last year compared to this year. Is there an increase, or is there a what you call satisfaction? Is there a sales reduction, or was there a high complaint before compared to the complaints now, or was there a high product return before? Alright, all those things. So then we know what type of decision making we need to look at. Then functional strategies, specific areas. Yeah, what we need to improve. Yeah, based on the corporate. Alright, so we need to align with these 3 levels of strategies, and we need to propose a particular type of decision making. Alright, which can suit the company as well as which can increase the customer satisfaction. Alright, so that is what we need to understand. So the main thing is we need to look at in this particular manner. Alright, okay, so we need to focus in that manner. Alright, so let me just go into this part. Alright, we need to look at the plan, strategic plan, decision, resource allocation. So when we are trying to do strategy, we need to plan with the resource, we need to look into the company priority. Alright, so then the technical plan, short-term plans. Alright, then the operation plan looks into the lower manager and all those things. Okay, so how are we going to look at in this particular plan where we can bring the customer inside, or we can increase customer satisfaction, or we can reduce the problem which have been identified, in our organization. So we need to look at in that particular manner, then we need to plan. Alright, so these are the few things we need to understand. Alright, so now to what extent you want to formulate a plan? Can you write down? Can you based on your problem which you have seen, what type of plan you want to look at, and how you going to overcome this plan? Okay, based on, let's say for example, your company has done a particular study. Alright, your company has done a particular study, and they have realized that a customer has come up with a certain certain situation, yeah, and maybe you are looking into price is a problem, yeah, like for example the product, customer is not satisfied with the product, for example. Alright, maybe the product has got too many too many returns, yeah, product returns. Okay, so if let's say you face in one of this type of situation, right, so what type of plans you think you want to look at? What type of plans you want to look at? Maybe you list down, yeah. You can list down, then we can discuss these things. Yeah, we can discuss these things before we finish off this particular part. Okay, so then we can look into whether we want to use some contingency plan. Yeah, you see, the thing is that when you want to decide something, when you take decision making, right, you need to also show solutions. Yeah, you need to also show solutions. Yeah, how you can overcome. All right, how organization can overcome. Okay, so let's take about 5 minutes or so. All right, then you can discuss, yeah, among yourself. Then we can share ideas. Yeah, then we can share ideas and we can see whether it is feasible or not, yeah, to look at particular decision making. All right. Okay, so now you can list down certain things which you think that it is important for you. All right. Before we go into this, right? Before we go into this, for you to just what you call understand the Kahoot with those things, there are some questions you can log in into this QR code and do that later. But before that, let's open up for the discussion. So let's look into this. What problem you have seen? What are the things you have come up with in your place? Based on a particular study, for example, what you have seen. What you have seen. In your study, in your company research, for example, do you think any plans need to be looked at? Based, what is the main problem? What is the main problem?
I can give an example.
Yeah, can give. What is the main problem?
A company having feedbacks of lack of staff communication and understanding skills, especially when customers need information about the product quality.
Oh, okay. So if this situation is there in your company, so what type of plans you require?
Operational planning,
Okay.
doing sessions of training and language skills for the staff.
Okay.
After that, making a daily monitoring for the customer staff communication, how it's going on. Is it bad communication? Is there any improvement between the staff and the customer while giving information about the product?
Okay. So how you record further that periodically this thing is need to be monitored. We cannot just look at one point of time, right?
No.
So we need to look at maybe
Monthly reports.
monthly report. Okay, how long you going to monitor this? If let's say you want to show results in the organization, right? Do you think it's supposed to look into 1 year or rather every 4 months? Or to what extent?
Yes, every 6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, there's on overall for the all reports, is there an enhancement
Okay.
in the communication, any issues, any gaps need to be solved?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. Any how you have any other things you have any things to look at? Any problem you have come across?
The patient didn't take medicine the same time.
Okay, so that is customer into the in the clinic of yours already, alright? So now how are you going to do the plan or change the way to give medicine?
Maybe the employees have problem.
Okay,
Didn't have time to rest, work extra time.
oh, okay. So now the employee need to be given the proper rest time. Yeah.
And please maybe have problem outside hospital, maybe at home, maybe at this.
Oh, okay. So
The second problem is support the employees, give him a break.
okay, all right. So what type of do you think there should be a separate plan suggested, to provide employees with this type of time break given so they can serve the customer well? Or do you think how you going to show some planning or rather structure required? Because if we advise or we go and show some problems and some solutions, right, we need to show that it's supposed to be approved, permitted, and this is how the organization supposed to practice. Yeah, to solve the problem. Otherwise, if you just do it verbally, maybe for one individual, we can improve, but we cannot improve the entire clinic, the employees and all those things. Okay. So other than that, for you all, what type of problem do you think in the taxi service or something? You think you can develop, or rather you want to discuss certain things? Which problem do you think is crucial?
Actually increasing the price.
Yeah.
Increasing the price.
Yeah. What is the problem now? Now we're trying to do decision making here and looking into planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, right? And from in one situation, so you must have this situation. Then you can talk about what type of solution you want to give, or rather you want to propose.
Is that related to our?
Yeah, from your own problem.
In the Grab app, I think for the organization for the Grab, they are not making proper communication with the driver.
Okay.
And also, like, there is no proper way to communicate with the passengers as well, so that they can make like which time they are coming. The time management is a problem. The price management is a problem. The passenger don't know. Can handle the price.
Okay.
And also, I guess the driver cannot as well.
Okay. So now the thing is that how you going to propose? Do you think you need to have a plan for change, existing whatever things the company is doing is not proper or not accepted by the customer now?
Yeah.
So what type of plan do you think can be structured appropriately? What type of plan do you think you can structure, to advise? Because we're going to do decision making, right? And one of the skill the manager needs to have is decision making skill. So we need to propose and we need to justify, to what extent this is applicable, or rather this can be workable, for example, So you need to give facts to a certain extent that if you change this plan, let's say for example the time management plan, where the customer is given the information to what time they will pick up, and what time they come, that must be looked into clearly. Or do you think there is a need for reduction in fare? If there is delay, for example, like some companies, right, if the food is not delivered on time, they give half price, or they give free or something like that. So
policies like that.
yeah. So you need to structure a plan in that way, then you need to propose. So the planning, organizing, leading and controlling, right? So you must know that these things need to take place, and you need to know how you need to manage for the next 1 year or something like that. Because we want to find out whether the customer still having the same problem or not. Or rather some customers has increased, or rather their customer service has shown some reports telling that customer booking now increased already. Yeah. All of a sudden.
We need to check if the new plan is effective or not.
Yes. So how are you going to put these things? Do you think you need to have different plans for different location, or do you think you need to have different plans for busy period of time compared to Sunday, weekends? Because during work time, the rush hours, right? The situation is different, especially on the road and all those things. So we also need to be very justifiable to our workers, right? Those who are driving, taking the passengers and all those things. So you need to suggest how many different type of plan do you think required? Do you think you want to share some idea what type of? Do you think different plans required?
Yeah, we need different plan for when it's peak hour and different plan when it's not that rush. We need different one for each.
Okay.
So they can also for specifically for the students.
Yeah.
we-
Price management.
Okay. For certain group of customers, yeah. For certain group of customers, but that is for the peak period or that is for regular time.
Regularly okay.
Regular and also peak hours. The price shouldn't be that high on the peak hours, especially for certain customers, especially like for students. That shouldn't be that price shouldn't be that high in the peak hours, or there should be some student price for
Okay.
the Grab.
Alright. So, do you think this thing which you look at is only justifiable for one particular category, or you need to have generally with all people? Because everyone are rushing to work during that time, right?
It should be for everyone, but because our research was for students.
Certain group of
Yeah.
Certain
So certain group of
Certain
people, yeah, alright. So it is important for us to understand how many categories of plan we can look at. Okay, so this will give us some idea. Okay, alright. So now we round it up. So can now we have gone through all these things. Okay, to finish off this session, we can share what type of learning you have captured from this. What type of learning you have captured? We have looked into skills. We have looked into the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Yeah. Then we looked into strategies. So how you gather all these things? How you look at it?
Experience.
Yeah, in an elaborated manner. Like for example, you are in the marketing part, right? So how you see all these things?
So actually, we discussed about the company like managing decision and last about the conclusion and the solution. So if a student, I mean for our research, it is for it is actually we have to plan what is actually need and what is actually I mean the supervised communication. Like if we have a problem, so we need to solution it. So if we communicate with other people, like the employees have priority, then employees can say communicate with each other that what a solution can be done. So we can find out actually.
Alright. So do you think strategy is important at the various level?
Yes, strategy
Yeah.
is also important.
So what type of which level of strategy plays an important role? Do you think that the operational level strategy is important? Now we are talking about the customer and all those things, right? So we need to understand there are few levels of strategy we looked at. Yeah. This one moment. Yeah. So which strategy do you think becomes very crucial? Which strategy becomes very crucial for us to maintain the customers? Because why? We need to understand this business strategy, yeah, focusing and improving competitive position because we need to keep our customers, right? All right. So when you are looking into those things, maybe you can propose telling that business or competitive strategy need to be applied. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share? You want to look at based on what you have come across or what you have seen, which strategy is appropriate, or do you think everything for a company is required?
The functional strategy is also important. It also can play a crucial role to develop cross-functional activities.
Okay, good.
Such as centralization process in the company, by which we can achieve the maximum level of profit.
Okay.
Go for centralization process. That's why there is a reduction of cost, expenditure should be reduced by this strategy.
Okay.
Business or competitive strategy also can play to meet the company's goal. There are several types of business strategies, such as operational level, to improve operational level, to increase job efficiency for employee.
Okay.
If you in this regard, if you go forward providing training, such a certain level of training, and the employee can improve their efficiency to perform their job. There are another strategy such as interrelationship strategy. If we can connect within the organization to which various sectors such as financial agent and marketing. If we go for to create a business model and as a whole, then we can work on any types of disasters such as disaster, IT malfunction, and even though we can develop as well as solve our problem based on our strategies such as functional business strategy and so on.
Okay, so you think various levels need to be looked at, and accordingly planned and strategized accordingly, right? Okay, I think we will round it up for this session based on those things. So I hope you have learned how to apply with whatever problems you face in the organization, right? You can manage it well with various types of planning, organizing, leading and controlling, then especially developing various types of strategy. Okay, so when you propose to management or senior management and all those things, the strategies must be very clear, where you can look into the or you can show that this outcome will take place. Alright? Okay, people, thank you. Okay, I hope you can suggest increase the management ability of yours, through this session. Alright? Thank you. Okay, now we are looking into the reflection part. So what we're going to focus in our training, right? We have looked into various aspects of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, and how it becomes necessary for any organization practice. Okay, so now you will be looking into what you call the reflection part. Okay, how you have learned, what are the what you call the knowledge you have gained, and how you can put this knowledge into your organization practice based on any problem or any situation you face with, or even if it is a customer problem or the business or employee related, what you call work process. So we will do a reflection part. So each and everyone, if you can participate, right, and you can tell how you have come across with this what do you call training, together with whatever inputs you have put in, how it increases your what do you call company practice in the various level of management. So we can share, we can share those things. Okay, so if when you are ready, then we can discuss these things. Okay.
Mr.
Yeah, can.
Well, I would like to say something about business research and tourist satisfaction in Malaysia. Basically, business research is a systematic and informatics manner. It's a very systematic and informatics manner. It provides a wide range of information by which.
Now, what you learned from what you call planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. What, how you can put forward, in the planning, what you can use, or how you can use planning further. For your company, in looking into tourist attraction, for example. So you can relate like that.
To manage any types of tourism industry, we need to know about managerial functions such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling.
Yeah, how you going to use this information in your company? How you going to use, how it gain the knowledge, for you to increase the ability to perform systematically in your organization. All right, so that is the one that will give you the planning part in your company. Like, let's say, for example, right, you have got your tourist agency. So how you would look at?
To increase efficiency
Okay.
for organization, we need to collect a variety of data, and then we need to analyze the data. There are two types of data: primary data and secondary data. I will go further with planning. We need to planning that is how can I satisfy the tourist? How can I satisfy the object, and we need to variable and independent and dependent variable how to combine. This is my work on planning. My another planning is to organize the resources who are involved in tourism industry. We should monitor their activities so that they can do work properly or not, and we need to go for further process in directing and monitoring and arranging to allocate activities to our subordinate. That is here we need to a line manager to perform and monitoring.
Okay, we will stop here for a while. One moment. I just want to, because she has got something to say as well. I'll come back to you as well. Yeah.
To restore the tourism sector to the competitive arena, because we are talking about tourism challenges and competition.
Okay. So, which part in the planning, organizing, leading?
In the organizing part, we need to make condensed and strong strategic and technical operations.
Okay. So that is what you have learned
Yes,
from this
It
training?
need to be with no gaps.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing to enter and make problems and issues in these strategies. Need to be all very well planned.
So how you will use
Strongly
this
planned.
in your company?
For example, we need to secure the resources from the right place. Not we need to manage where is the right place to secure these resources. Extend transmission networks very well. Need to choose the right agency for doing the transmission networks in a very effective and efficient way. Also, we can do infrastructure repairing and securing the resources that are needed for the infrastructure repairing.
Okay. So the other part I just want to emphasize what you learn from this training. What you learn from this training, how you can improve. Do you have any points there? How you can improve what you learned?
Yes, the monitoring part, it needs to be long term with monitoring the feedbacks. We need to focus on the feedbacks that are coming from the tourist who is coming to Malaysian country, and also see what if there is any issue in the what do you call it?
So you will apply this. You will apply
Need
this.
to hide the expectations. Need to do the right expectations that the tourist has been think about before. Make them more efficient.
Yeah. So what you learned from this training? What type of planning or organizing you feel that need to incorporate for for certain type of work? Do you think it has given you some ideas?
Yes, the leading part.
Yeah.
The leading part is the most thing that we should focus on.
Okay.
Who are the special agencies to talk to?
Okay.
Not everyone we need to participate or ask or make them we make a contract with them. There must be a professional leading strategy to apply the organization, the organized plan.
Okay. So anything else you all want to share? What you have gained from this training? What you have gained? You all what you have gained from this training?
I would choose planning
Okay.
because the most of important to student satisfaction,
Okay.
to help them to take good goals.
Okay.
Because how can you apply? I can apply organization by make taxing and research of effective for assignments.
Okay.
And what is one change I will plan my work carefully because to change effective.
Yeah. So what changes you going to
and
look?
I need to give good things.
Okay.
And what top should effective and motivation team is teams.
Teams?
Yes, it should teams.
Work with teams, is it?
Yes, work choose good teams.
Okay. Okay.
And second, what want in secret.
Sorry?
Secret.
Okay.
In secret. And
Okay.
Number 7 in secret.
All right.
This is.
Okay. So anything else you want to share? Anything else you want to share? Based on your reflection part, what you have,
Reflection part.
what you have learned, what you have learned.
For now that I will describe for the planning part.
Yeah.
For the how we can gain knowledge for leading part for tourist agency and how we face problems, something like that. So gaining knowledge for leadership, number one, professional development. That one, stay current by attending industry company workshop and beginning to learn something, and throughout leader and network with like peers. And number two, mentorship. Where to build your knowledge on something by actively seeking option and experience from colleague and supervisor. So as per number three, professional realization. Okay. For self-assessment, what topic should we explore for the future? For future training, we will be observing the customer, like what they facility they need and something like that for the tourist agency.
Okay.
Because due to they want like package and something, so as per we can fulfill their needs or something like that.
So you will organize those things. So
Organize
you get more knowledge of organizing in that way.
in that way, so
Okay.
we can get more knowledge and like special training and about that. And for the communication for the guest something, so they come to us and take the package, something like that, to compare to other company, so we can give proper satisfaction and something like that, service quality, good quality and good based service for our tourist agency and something like that. Observe and to improve our company, define and communicate value to clearly that state our company your values and lead by example to create a strong value, something like that.
Okay. So that one relating to which part now? You are talking about the controlling, is it?
Now
Controlling.
Yes.
So you it will manage. You will able to manage well.
Able to manage.
Yeah. Okay. So now you want to add up? Just now, she was talking. So you want to add from, what else you can tell based on whatever you have learned from this training, how you can look into the planning, organizing. So how it will help you. So do you have any?
To meet organizational objective, to meet goal or profit maximization, with the planning we cannot possible.
Okay.
Planning plays an important role to achieving a goal.
So you realize without planning it becomes very difficult.
It is very difficult to achieve the goal, organizational goal. So planning is essential tools. As well as organizing, leading and controlling plays an important role to achieve the goal, organizational goal.
Okay.
If I can organize our assigned job into based on perfect way, then we can do complete our work efficiently and smoothly. And if we provide a proper direction and motivation to employee, they can perform their better performance. They can perform for doing the task to complete.
So you will apply this in your company later.
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
This is called digital.
Okay.
Then finally controlling, it is a process of evaluation, a close monitoring process. And the manager should monitor over their employees.
So how you going to monitor? How you going to monitor this?
There are various types of monitoring process, such as face-to-face conversation, interview, and through mail.
So you will apply those things.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And the employee can properly collect data maybe text basis or number basis. They can check employee can be able to collect data properly. So checking part is very important to controlling station.
Okay.
Finally, I can summarize that the four functions such as planning, management, and controlling are very essential tools to achieve a organizational objective. This is my
Okay. Good. How about you? What is your reflection? How you have learned this, what do you call, process of POLC, with how you can apply it? Is there any points you want to look at?
Sir, the topic says controlling. Controlling part is very important for tourist satisfaction. The successful external tourism development strategies. The most important of recruitment agencies.
Okay.
Which help provide qualified staff. The most important for recruitment agencies. And
So how you will apply? How you going to apply, or what should be applied? So how you can bring this knowledge into your company?
This company is the controlling tourism academics or HR development team, and responsibilities training and improving employees' skills and other things.
Okay, so you say that this training gives you indication that what are the trainings required for your employees to increase their skills and all
Yes.
those things, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so you have done your part. All right, so now let's go into this group. What type of reflections you have, what type of knowledge you have gained, how this, what you call, training of planning, organizing, leading and controlling will solve your problem in the company, how you can apply. Can you share some points based on your what do you call, based on your findings, based on your company work and all?
So, sir, our topic is e-hailing company.
Okay.
And from today, we have learned that POLC turns problem into solutions, and data improves service reliability, coordination, and leadership drives results. So, particularly, I want to talk about the planning sector because I feel it's very important in identifying the problems and designing solutions, which eventually helps in decision making. So for planning, first I need to define my goals, exactly what should I accomplish on behalf of company. And we need to be specific, then we need to create a timeline on which we can work and estimate how long each task will take and set deadlines. This helps to stay on track and avoid any type of problems. I consider potential challenges and how I'll overcome them. For example, if I know I'll struggle with research, I'll allocate extra time. Finally, when I gather all the resources, I'll need the planning the most because for implementing all the things. I guess, sorry, that's all about planning.
Okay, so how about you?
So I want to talk about how organizing can help in our e-hailing service. Organizing ensures the right people and resources are in the place to fix the service challenges and how it identifies our research. So organizing actually helps the e-hailing company to allocate resources, assigning the responsibilities to address the service challenges, and tasks are distributed among the teams like the IT team, which can improve the app feature and real-time tracking, The operation team manager can manage the driver allocation during peak hours, and the HR or training team can reduce the cancellation from the driver by enhancing the driver professionalism, and the marketing team, which introduces the promotion and student loyalty program. Proper coordination between the departments can ensure the smooth implementation of the strategies.
So when you're talking about coordination, which part you are referring to organizing?
Yeah, it's like coordinating between the driver and the customer.
Okay.
So that we have proper communication.
Okay, so this tells that you will develop better coordination in the company when you go back and improve, how you can increase the service given in the organization. That's how you're reflecting?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, can I continue?
And by organizing the roles, resources, and workflow efficiently, the company can address the high fare, driver cancellation, and the limited availability of the driver, and ultimately it will improve the service for the quality of university students when they are booking the rides and when they want to ride in other places. So that's my part for organizing.
So, what are the key things you feel that the organizing will contribute? Later when you practice, what are the key things you feel? Just to add up, to.
Also, our research in our normal day life.
Yeah, even normal day life, or with your company,
Yeah. Like proper organizing can help, it will ensure the right people to do the right work and solving the problem according to the plan. It will lead to the solving the problem.
Okay, all right. So how about you? What is your reflection based on this?
Hello, sir. And today the key thing I learned from this section is about leading. How leading ensures everyone involved is motivated and guided towards providing a reliable and high quality service. And it actually helps us for our company because one of the key issues we find is the driver cancellation problem. And I believe that the leading can help us reduce that problem. Because through leading, we can train and motivate drivers to reduce cancellation through proper behavior guidelines and communicate clearly to the drivers the importance of punctuality and professional to student satisfaction. So it will help them reach the destinations faster, which will overall improve our user satisfaction, which will really influence our company rating and etc. And through leading, we also found out that building collaborations with universities motivate the customer service team to respond quickly to the feedbacks collected through the digital system, and encourage the operations and IT teams to work better to improve the service quality. And I think these will really help our company to overcome our issues that we face right now.
Okay. So anything else you want to add, Samo? Besides that, it can it contribute to your daily life, as a person?
As a person, like for personal and professional life, leading can help us in many ways. It will help us get better, efficient results by focusing on the main thing rather than focusing on unnecessary things. And leading with a group will make better results in the end.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
How about you? What is your reflection? How you look at it? The entire planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. You can look into two things. One is your personal, daily life. The other one, more importantly, your company related, function.
Firstly, I learned from today's conversation and today's program, and that is actually management, whole management of these things first. And another thing is holding the ability to manage the works. Because if I don't have the ability to manage the works, so I can't do anything. So that is the thing, and I'm actually holding the part of controlling because monitor cancellation rates, waiting time, satisfied, and also the strategies based on performance data. So this is about the controlling part, and also for me, I will apply to manage the controlling part to get the business successfully. Because if I'm not controlling my ride fares, my communication, or my holding the driver cancellation, everything, if I'm not controlling, then maybe someday it will actually affect on our company. Also, if also I'm not doing actually anything. And another one is my works actually will be maintain all the right data, customers feedback, various performance, and also adjust the strategy. And another things I will look forward to discuss to make a good relationship with the customers and also drivers. Try to focus on every problem situation they have faced. And also I will focus on the when our company's driver cancellation, when sometimes customers can cancel at any time or cancel the driver also. So what is the actual situation behind that? So I will actually control them, and I will come forward to look for it actually. So find out what is the situation and this. And so this is the thing actually I learned today. And for me myself, what I learned. For me, if I am not controlling anything, so I can do more. I can do for myself also. Because if I'm not controlling if I don't have any ability, so in my daily life, I actually not part of this. And also for program or for company at the outside, so I don't have any ability. So if I'm not doing this controlling part or something like this.
Okay, so one last few things I just want to ask. If you want to propose something based on the planning, organizing, and leading, what you will, how holistically you will suggest to your company, of whatever things you have already gone through, planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, how generally you will suggest. So based on the inputs now you have got already on the planning, organizing, so do you think you will increase your attention in what area? Do you have any reflection, for company suggestion? Do you think all planning, organizing, leading, and controlling is important, or specifically you must look into planning or controlling first? What is your idea? So how much of information do you think is relevant from one compared to another? Anyone, both sides you can share. Yeah, from both sides you can share. If you want to have proposing, or you want to make a proposal in your company, all right? So how you will suggest? Now that you have gone through, you have learned most important things of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So is there anything you want to look at? Generally you want to tell everything is important, or specific things need to be looked at first? What is your idea? How much of things you think that you need to increase your ability more on controlling? Because controlling is the first part. So, sorry, controlling is the last part, and controlling tells us whether your entire planning, organizing, leading is successful or not, correct? To bring out further plans. So, what is how your reflection based on
So
that?
actually, what I learned today, and also I saw everyone already giving their explanation. So I personally say, if the company run their business or company go through the for profitable things, so four things actually into the company everything, because if company doesn't have plan how they will profit, how they are going to their business in the future. If they don't have plan, so they can't do anything. Also organizing it means for the everyone look like employee. If the employee doesn't organize or manager doesn't organize if the official things or the product or something like sales, so they can't actually do the profit in the future. The profit will be like kind of loss or average, but not in the future. And about the leading, the office or company at least should one leader or two leader can be. They lead everyone how to do this, how to do it, how can you be profitable. And I also, as I mentioned, the controlling part. So controlling is like everything what we work on this is actually controlling part. So I think the four things actually needed for the company which I actually work on.
Okay. All right. So, good. You want to add? Come, please add.
Validity and reliability are the most things that are important to mention in each part of the POLC theory.
Okay. Some more? That's all?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you feel that validity and reliability is very important for each part of POLC. Okay. Good. Okay. So now we are coming to the end part of this training. All right. So it is important for us to realize, yeah, in any situation, we are looking into planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So, in organization, managers or supervisors, those who are leading a particular team, plays an important role. But that's not just the supervisors and the managers. Everyone falls into the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. In our daily life, in our company, we need to organize. If you are operation staff, we need to plan, organize, and whatever task given to us successfully, we need to look at it to implement it. So we need to understand. So, but managers plays a very important role. All right, to look into planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So this training of what do you call looking into business management, looking into the business management, yeah, looking into business management and managing business has, I hope, has shown to us to a greater understanding of how need to put things in order, yeah, of looking into planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. All right. So I hope you have learned enough. But of course, there are a lot of organization functions involved in various different companies. So each company will have their own way of planning, organizing based on their industry, based on their work system. Like you organize this planning, organizing, controlling, trying to find out based on your what do you call taxi service, yeah. You will look into in your work system, yeah, on the tourist agency and all those things. But end of the day, any business requires this. Okay, managers need to systematically look into planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. All right. So with the exciting tool of Kahoot, we have gone through this training. So I hope it will create a better understanding for you. Okay. So thanks for attending for this particular training. I hope you can increase your ability later in later stages of all the managerial levels. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.